get Tendo? Get Tendo? Like Nintendo? Hey internet, it's Jessica, and welcome to Wishes in Pen Chrysanthemums. Oh my god, I cannot say the name of it, but I was actually emailed by the developers to actually check out their upcoming game. So this is currently a demo, it's not like the full release of it, and there is a Kickstarter for it. So if you guys would like to check out the Kickstarter yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. So this game is actually a 40-hour long epic of a girl from a modern Tokyo who is slipped back in time and right to the end of an era, just in time to witness the fall of Tokugawa Shogunate. I hope I'm saying that right, probably saying it wrong, and the war that follows its wake. With lives, her survival, and her heart is at stake, will the 21st century city girl ever find a way back? Experience romance and intrigue at the same time a legendary Boshin war through the Lunaniere's immersive writing, artwork, and soundtrack. Already, I can tell it's gonna be very mystical and stuff like that. So like, from what I'm seeing, she travels back in time, so it's kind of like, if anyone has read the book or watched the TV show Outlander, it's kind of like that, where Claire kind of like goes back into like you know, what was it, 15th or 16th century of Scotland. So it's the same kind of idea. And looking at here, there are like different characters, but I guess we're gonna meet them in the demo. Okay, first name. Let's just put my name. Last name. Last name. Confirm. Okay, so this is pretty cool. You can actually choose like which type of like girl you want to look like. Honestly, I think I like this one in the middle right here. I like how they move, it's pretty cool. So I'll pick her. Ooh, a prologue. So these are all like the romance options you can get in this game, but we'll just do the prologue since this is a demo, of course. But yeah, check out these 5 nice looking dudes. If someone were to ask me to describe my life in one word, it would be clockwork. I get up, go to work, go home, relax as much as I can, and sleep. Rinse and repeat. My best friend Chia says it's a good thing, and I know it is. I'm luckier than a lot of other people, but it's also so wrong that I want more than this normal life, a dull life, and then she gets sucked into the time warp. Here I am, sitting drearily in my chair, when suddenly a monster slams into the open office, bathing in glass shards. What? Everyone in the office screams and tries to escape, but I'm frozen in fear. She hauls me upright, frantically attempting to drag me to the door. But I know this abomination. I remember now, this creature is from another dimension, one that was also my true home. I'd forgotten all this time how my clan of demon-fighting warriors had sent me here as a child to protect me from the infestation of our world. And how one day I had warned the governments here about the creatures to stop them from conquering... Oh! My phone! Shooting up in bed, I reach for the side of my table drawer. Hello? Jessica, I've been calling you for the last 5 minutes. Did you reach the hotel room safely? Where have you been? My brain is a mess, but I managed to piece it together for an answer. She and I are on a business trip for an upcoming fashion event in Kyoto. The two of us work for designers for a fairly high-end fashion company. Dang, we're a fashion designer. Okay, cool. We propose new designs for the teen and young adult clothing line, and the company has held events all throughout Japan. But since Kyoto is her home city, she has the privilege of staying at her parents' house instead of at the hotel like the rest of us. Yes, and I've been resting? Uh-huh. Why do I have a feeling that means playing games on the job, or daydreaming in bed? Well, glancing at my beloved get Tendo like Nintendo, and remembering my little imaginary adventure from earlier, I laughed sheepishly. She sighs over the phone. Just please tell me you haven't forgotten about us going to the festival tonight? Of course not. Good. Do you know how to tie your obe properly, by the way? Need me to come over? Yes, Mom, and no, I'm fine. Jessica. Okay, I'll do my best, but no promises. Just meet me at the festival if you can't do it yourself. It wouldn't do it for you to get tied up at the hotel after all. Gee. Yeah. I'll see you later, okay? Finally, she lets me go, and I get to wind down another day of running all over Kyoto. Bringing my Get Tendo or BSB on the business trips has become a guilty pleasure of mine lately. But hey, as long as it doesn't interfere with my work, what's wrong with having a little bit of fun? Picking up my console, I slowly scroll through the many games I have yet to touch. Let's see, which one should I play? The sunset tinges on my room as a sleepy orange. Its light jolts from my fixation on the bright screen before me. Oh no, is it time already? And I was just about to get into a boss fight. Reluctantly, I leave my game's exiting world and wade back into reality. Once I'm finished getting ready, I slip into my old yukata, and it's Obi. Where is this supposed to go? Here. No, it's, oh, right. I didn't even need help after all. After a cursory pose in front of my dresser, I turn to the shoes prepared in my closet. I could wear a gita, but for today's celebration, not tripping all over myself. Finally deciding to go with the comfortable sandals instead, I head out. The artwork is like really pretty. Also, the music is really nice too. Streams of color line the streets leading to the festival, swaying from the bamboo trees that bear them to the gods. The scent of fresh foods waft about, the cheery mood fills the air, encouraging lovers to confess their deepest and darkest least. Their fate, and like the two pair inspired it all. The weaver girl and the cowherd. Parted for all this time to save this one day. Romantic, sure, but to me, that isn't what leads the festival its magic. It's the many lanterns that canopy the festival which lead into the day and enchanted air. They make it almost impossible for anyone to doubt that the gods just might grant their wish on this special occasion, and this year it's gonna be me! Hey Chi, I got here. Where are you? Jessica, I'm really sorry! Huh? So, something came up. You know how my mom's always trying to set me up with random guys? Yes. She's doing it again, but this time it's that guy I grew up with, you know. Wait, no way, that guy? He's here. Chi! This is big. In high school, Chi always told me about the perfect boy she knew from elementary school. His only flaw was that he left the country right before high school. I know, it's just, I feel terrible. My mom wants us to have dinner together since he's back, but I know you and I made plans, and I gave you this talk earlier. No, it's fine. I liked him. I hope it goes well. You're an angel, Jessica. I'm really, really sorry. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Only if you promise not to skimp on the details. Promise. With another excited giggle, she ends the call. That leaves me alone with the Tanabata festival, but it's not so bad. The day already has big plans for me. Games to play, food to try, and most importantly, the bag of tensaku in my hand. I managed to find a bare bamboo tree to get to work, tying the ribbon of many tensaku tightly around the branches. Don't want them flying away after all. I worked on these for an entire week, writing them, cutting them up, punching holes and tying ribbons, even neglecting a bit of my real work just to make them perfect. So if the gods would be ever so kind to us to recognize my hard work, I'd really appreciate them granting my prayer. I only wrote one wish on all of my tensaku, after all. That's fine, right? I asked the question out loud, almost as if the gods can hear me. But if they could, wouldn't they have already answered my wish ages ago? I wonder what she would say if she was here. Wow, you took up your own tree. I don't know who's talking. Yeah, that's exactly what she would say. I started trying to stifle my laughter until I realized I wasn't the one who said that. Then who? I turn around, glancing left and right, but all I catch is the back of some guy walking away. Hey! The crowd that somehow parted to converges again, letting him get away. This is so dramatic! What's up with that guy? I don't bother going after him, though. I have better things to do. Who cares if I took up a whole bamboo tree? I mean, if you look at every single tenzuku I made, you'll see that they're all sort of like snowflakes. Each strip of paper has a little pattern on it, and not one is like the other. Doesn't all that show just my dedication and my wish and my belief in the gods? The answer is yes, most definitely. I even say a little prayer to be sure, and please, 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 for each tenzuku. I'm so intent on this wish that I almost forget everything around me, at least until my belly rumbles. Oh, I guess it's time for takoyaki? Takoyaki? I don't know what her wish is, though. What is it? Oh, this is her! She's so cute! Jessica, I'm so sorry! I've lost count of how many times she has apologized to me on the way back to work this morning. I said it's fine. Besides, you can't just be that sorry if you're smiling ear to ear. I grinned mischievously, leading us into the elevator. I thought you never asked. Well, go on. You owe me the festival words of details. One word. Perfect. What? You still think he's perfect after all this time? Didn't we figure out that you would get reality check about his flaws once you meet him again? This is reality! He knows about the kimono, not to mention he's total history buff. Wait, hold on. You brought up the kimono on your first date? Not the point, Jessica. He even wanted to take a look at it again with me next week. She is a history nut, and her favorite artifact is one of the most oriented kimono ever uncovered in our history. Though its beauty and intricate design has been perfectly preserved all these years, its name and maker has been lost in time. Now it's only known as the kimono. The fact that she finds extremely fascinating. I guess I understand why though. An anonymous letter was found inside the kimono. It talks about never forgetting its recipients, no matter how much time has passed, and wanting to meet them again one day. Long story short, a connection that spans all time and hardship. Some believe it's a love letter, but it never confesses anything to that effect. Either way, it seems that the letter was never sent. That's tragic. But that's what makes it one of the most mysterious pieces in fashion history. No way. So he really is still Mr. Right for Chi? Yes? She rolls her eyes and bursts into laughter. Lucky me, she's in a really good mood. Unlucky for me, but my boss isn't, and he's standing right at the door where we enter in the office. Miss Last Name? I completely forgot I put that as a name. My office, please. She looks nervous, staring only at me, but I steadily wave her away. Yes, sir. I follow suit as he whirls and marches into a separate office. She gives me a smile of encouragement right as I follow Mr. Kono and shut the door behind me. Is something wrong, sir? Mr. Kono's expression is solemn as he points to the folder on his desk. It contains my design proposals for the events that I prepared a week ago. What is this? Almost everything that you came up with looks like made for a mix-and-match store. A mix-and-match store? Sir, I clear my throat, trying to sound more confident. I really did go over everything thrice this time. So what was it this time, if it's not carelessness, just plain laziness? A wound expression glances my features before I can help it, and Mr. Kono sighs. Miss Last Name, your work here, I'm certain you aren't even remotely untalented. The hiring committee and I once saw that you out of your entire batch of hires. You showed the most promise and zest. You started out so well. What happened? What happened, huh? Try not to clench my fingers. Mr. Kono always gives me some talk about how I had so much potential and how I'm not using any of it. I hate talks like that. They're just, you're wasting your talent, blah, blah, blah. Have you ever thought maybe the person, especially if this is an artist, they're burnt out? Like, they need a break and stuff like that? Because usually that's the case of, like, why they're doing terribly or they lost their potential is because they need a break. And then these people harping on them is not helping whatsoever. As much as I try to brush it off, a part of me knows that he's saying the truth. But what can I do? I don't feel happy every time I think about the problems or flaws I see in my work. He keeps telling me I'm smart and talented, but how can I believe that when I keep getting passed over for a promotion? It comes to the point that sometimes I don't see the point in trying anymore, because my creations, goals, feelings, I don't even understand them anymore. I'm sorry, sir. I'll do better next time. Mr. Kono watches me, searching my blank face for something, but he doesn't appear to find it. Alright, just make the revisions I note and add the necessary details. I expect a better design proposal next time, Miss Last Name. With that, he turns on his laptop, refusing to meet my gaze again. His sign that I can go now. My colleagues watch as I leave the office, but I don't show anything besides my slumped shoulders. I make my way back to my cubicle, dumping my purse and folder on my desk as I take my seat. Never mind all that, no point in getting worked up. I can just relax later, play, yeah. Jessica, are you okay? The last thing I need right now is pity, but I know Chi means well. Yeah, I'm fine. Just got the usual lecture, you know. I punctuate with a smile and a nonchalant shrug, waving away Chi's concern. Anyway, enough about that. I propose we have a drink later tonight to toast your reunion with Mr. Right, and so you can finish your story about him. Jessica? She doesn't hide her grimace at the idea of me drinking. I admit I have a past filled with getting into hysterics or having way too much to say when I get some alcohol, but it's not like I do it often. It seems like she gets drunk when something bad happens, though. That's not good. Come on, I promise I won't get loud. Really? Really? I smile innocently, and she surrenders with a groan. Oh, all right. The rest of the day passes without an incident, and I'm too happy to be out on the office to dwell on what happened earlier. Okay, so which bar should we go to? How about that one bar we went over? Nanako's birthday? Didn't Rin start a fight with someone over there? Oh, right. And you tried to end it by crying between the two feuding parties. How could I forget? Next! It's not my fault there was always an incident when we visit Kyoto. And then what about... Ooh, wait, how about... As she compliments her next suggestion, I start going through some of the photos on my phone. I tend to take photos of my work and look back on how to improve them later. At first, everything looks fine, needing only minor corrections or two. But the more I look at it, the more flaws I start to see. That is like a curse with like every artist. You draw something, and then you look at it, and you're like, oh, I kind of fucked up there. And then you look at it even more, oh, I ruined everything over here. And then you keep looking at it, it's just like the whole thing is garbage. That's why I hated that so much before when I used to do artwork and stuff like that. I would just think like, oh, it's fine, and then I posted it, and then afterwards I'm like, oh, this is bad, I should have not posted it. It's really terrible, because sometimes it can get into your head, and to the point where you think you can't fix anything, and it just like ruins you mentally. It's really awful. And this sickening demotivating feeling slowly seeps into me again. Questions and doubts start to pile up, and the way to fix each issue turns into a complicated mess of me wondering whether this is even worth it all. If I can only go back to my game and just... Jessica? Jessica, are you even listening to me? Yes? I answered her immediately, jolting up from my screen, but we both know I'm lying. Hey, you're going to the museum with Mr. Wright next week, aren't you? She graciously lets me change the subject. We exchanged numbers, and he said he'd call me again to confirm when my free time was. Why? I just realized I'd never seen it. What, you never seen the kimono? Nope. Oh, right! You got sick that one time we were supposed to go to the museum in senior year. And then you bailed on me to play with your new game when college came around, and then you got sick before we graduated. She squints at me. Were you faking to get out of going to the museum? What? No, I was really sick all those times. Except you ditched me for a game. Yeah, I was honest about that. Haven't I gone with you all the other museums? I guess, but as a fashion designer, I can't believe you haven't seen it. I'm telling you, it's one of the most intricate and gorgeous pieces of Japanese history you'll ever see. And that's counting on the art and infrastructures of the time. And did I tell you about... I know better than to interrupt Chi when she starts giving me a history lesson. Besides, I can't deny that some of it is interesting, even if it leaves me to lead the way. But just as I'm about to, something bright to my left catches my eye. It's a small blinking sign, a beacon light on the other side of the dark alleyway. Has this place always been here? I guess I've been staring at a peculiar store for quite some time since Chi started to nudge me, breaking me from my trance. Hey, what's wrong? What are you looking at? Chi, have you ever seen that bar before? Chi takes a quick look to where I'm pointing at before shaking her head. No, not that I can remember. What a weird looking bar though. Yeah, it seems pretty cool, don't you think? What? Don't tell me you want to try this place out. It looks strange, Jessica. That's precisely it, actually. Now it's my turn to get all hyped up. What if this is some sort of magical bar, one that doesn't even serve normal humans? What if we aren't even meant to see this place, but Chi and I just got lucky? This girl is very imaginative. I mean, come on! It's an oddly lit bar in a dark alleyway that neither of us has seen before, even though we walked down the street so many times? That sounds like it comes straight out of the game. I'm sorry, Chi, but we're going in. What? Wait, Jessica! With a glint in my eye, I grab a hold of her arm and slowly drag her towards the mysterious bar, pretending to be oblivious to her cries and protests. And then what if it's just like, whoa, it's fancy. I was gonna say, what if it was just like a druggy, like, bar or something? Oh. Wow! As soon as we enter, the atmosphere is warm and coziness envelops us. It's nice. That rarely happens to any of our noisy, crowded bars that we usually ended up in. Wow, this place is lovely. Even the interior is way classier than the other bars we've been to. We make our way towards the bar counter, where a handsome and stylish man is waiting with a warm smile on his face. Isn't this one of the dudes from, like, the romance options? There, welcome to Diamaze. Diamaze? That's a unique name for a bar. Is the owner a foreigner? I suppose you can say that. I feel my heart skip a beat as he looks at me with a complete charming smile. There's something about this guy that I can't seem to put on my finger. He seems so angelic. So, what can I get you girls tonight? A margarita for me, please. How about you, Jessica? Oh, I'll take a sochu. Margarita and one sochu coming right up. Just as the bartender moves away from us, she starts nudging me with an arm with a mischievous grin. I saw that. Saw what? That dreamy look you had for Mr. Bartender? Was not. You're just hallucinating. Right. Like, I believe that. Ugh, get off my case, and could you please be a little quieter? Grumbling and turning away in embarrassment, I hear Chi snickering with amusement. I wonder what his name is. Should I ask? I mean, if you want to, but... Hey, Mr. Bartender! My friend here wants to know your name. What? Chi, what are you doing? Oh, this pretty lady here wants to know my name? Placing our drinks on the counter, the bartender looks straight at me with an amused expression. I guess you can call me Tsubasa? Huh? Why did that sound like more of a question than an answer? But more than that, why is he looking like me so intensely? I tried my best to avoid Tsubasa's gaze, but going straight for my drink, all the while secretly praying he didn't see me, my cheeks turn red. Oops, guess someone's calling. Excuse me, ladies, I'll be right back. Swiftly bowing with a sweet smile, Tsubasa quickly heads to the back, allowing me to breathe with a sigh of relief. Jessica, don't down your drink like that in front of a guy. That's so uncool. Oh, geez, shut up! This is all you're doing. Why did you say I wanted to know his name? Because you wouldn't have asked if I didn't. And he seems to like you too anyway, so does it really matter? Of course it does. No, not really. Ugh, you know what? I'm so done with you. You aren't. But anyway, cheers to you finally maybe getting a boyfriend. Don't forget that I taught you, okay? Remember to sit up straight and don't slouch your burp. You know, I'm really starting to regret going out with you tonight. I mean, some guys are into it. You don't have to act all ladylike. I'm so regretting going out with you tonight. I knew this would happen. For some reason, she looked frustrated as I took another sip. I don't really get what the deal is. It's just one drink. Just one. Come on, relax a little. Why are you so angry? It's just one drink. Angry? Is that even a word? And one drink? Jessica, you had more than 3 glasses. What do you mean only one drink? Oh my god, are we an alcoholic? Stop being hysterical. You're going to scare Mr. Tsubasa here. He's so cute though. Oh my, aren't you a bold one? Tsubasa chuckles and I grin like a giddy schoolgirl. He really is cute, this guy. Oh my god. I really hate her boss. Why are you so mean to me? Dear God, not hysteric, Jessica. What did I ever do to him? Tsubasa, tell me. Is there something wrong with me? Am I just not good enough? Even though my mind is hazy with alcohol, I managed to blurt out the genuine question. There must be something. This is something I've always asked myself, whether I've been good enough for anything. A part of me feels like I was made for something bigger and better in this mundane life, but at the same time, another part of me can't help but wonder whether I'm even special or talented to begin with. That's sad. I feel like a lot of people feel like that though, especially when they're trying to like go to the pinnacle part of their career, but they can't make it there yet. I always feel like I'm just another person in this world who is neither here nor there, be it with work or friends or my whole life. Am I really alive? Is this really the way to live? No, it's not. It never was and never will be. All I want to is just feel alive again. Is that too much to ask for? Oh god. Oh, Jessica. Are we crying? I hate this so much. Jeez, Tsubasa. Does this happen often? Her being a mess after drinking? Yeah. Why is this always happening to me? How can Bosu expect me to work hard if he doesn't give me a promotion? Or accept me even? That's rough, but hey, I feel someone drawing close to me. I look up in a daze, sloppily wiping my tears on my nose, and meet Tsubasa's kind gaze. If you had a chance, would you really rather live another life? Another life? Yeah, that sounds nice. Yes. Even if you don't know what the other side may hold, just because it looks pretty doesn't mean it's all cheery and cupcakes. You know. I can feel my consciousness drifting away, even as I try my best to keep my eyes open. It's fine. Yeah, it's okay anyway, but here. Jessica! Oi! And we pass out, and I'm assuming this is where we're gonna teleport, right? Where am I? Wasn't I at the bar with Chi? The sun's too bright, my head hurts. Slowly getting up, I press my palm against my throbbing head. What in the world happened? Oh! Bits of my memory from last night slowly come to me, and I can only cringe at the monster I had become in front of Chi and Tsubasa. Oh my god, what does he think of me from now on? What is Chi gonna say when I call her later? I thought of what Chi might do to me sends shivers down my spine. I promised her I wouldn't get all drunk, and yet... Oh boy, I'm so dead. I sluggishly turned to the bedside drawer, already thinking of all the apologies I'm going to write to her when I see a post-it note neatly placed beside my phone. You're lucky we have 2 days off, and I brewed some tea for you, and there is some food in the fridge. Feel better soon. P.S. Let's never go drinking again. Chi. Phew. At least she doesn't sound angry. Thanks, Chi. I plopped back down on the bed, my head still spinning mess. I tried to think back on what transpired earlier, but the only thing I can remotely remember is meeting a handsome bartender, drinking myself silly and making a huge fool of myself. And in front of a cute guy, too. Ugh. What's the point of thinking about all of this? I should just go sleep it off. In a short while, I'll fall back asleep. I open my eyes, but I can't see. I'm breathing, but my chest is cold and heavy. What happened? It must have been stupid alcohol. A bit of aftertaste lingers in my mouth and I swallow in an attempt to get rid of it. All of a sudden it's difficult to breathe and my face is damp and my chest, and so is my chest. Wait, is my head buried underwater? Okay, I guess this is where we got teleported. My eyes snap open, I lift my head, gasping for air. Water spews from my mouth and nose as I sit up, chest heaving erratically as I cough. Where am I? I tried to wipe my mouth with the back of my sleeve, only to realize that I'm soaked, just like the rest of me. The situation finally dawns on me with a shiver. I'm sitting in cold, shallow water. I turn left and right, frantically surveying the dark and unfamiliar surroundings. Water continues to flow beneath me. A stream? What the? I scramble to my feet, shuffling towards the road, but there isn't one. It's just the sand and dirt clinging to my legs as I climb out of the water, pebbles litter to the ground too. Am I dreaming? What is this? Thick trees rustle along the slight breeze as the gentle stream that rudely woke me disappears into the unknown. What's going on? Was I not in my room? Was that a dream? Did she dump me in here in the river? What am I thinking? She wouldn't do that. Did I go drunk walking? It wouldn't be the first time, but that doesn't explain why all these houses around me look so old. Did I wander into the more traditional side of Kyoto? Ugh, it doesn't matter. Might as well find a way to get home. It's so cold too. My resolve is unbreakable until I take my first step onto the river. My feet are caked in dirt. I don't even have shoes on? I need to get home fast. Okay guys, I'm gonna end this video right here. So, that was only the demo, obviously. It's not completely done, this game yet, because they are still raising money for the Kickstarter. So, if you guys would like to check out the demo yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. You can download it for free and check it out. Also, please check out their Kickstarter so you can see the details of this game, like what is to come and what will happen. Considering this game is supposed to be like 40 hours, that's pretty impressive, because not many visual novels are like that long. So far I really do like the art style and the music is very beautiful. I think the only thing for me, at least as someone who is a foreigner, I can't really pronounce a lot of the names, so it's like difficult for me to say them, but as story wise goes, I do like the concept of time travel. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be explained later on in the story, but how she got there was so random. It's because like she fell asleep and then she woke up and she's somewhere else. Usually the people who do teleport to another time are awake. I don't really know many stories where they're like asleep and they're like, where the hell am I? I've never really seen many like that, so I think that's pretty unique and different. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, sir, I did not mean to, like, you know, be here, but... Allies to the main characters. These powerful beasts are known as summons. They are extraordinary beings that can be called into battle by their summoner. They are also depicted as